Hello, I'm Kathy Canal, music therapist, and today we're going to talk a little bit about how some techniques for making traditional acoustic instruments accessible to young children, to toddlers and to young children, no matter how limited they are, no matter how significant their disabilities, whether in individual or group music therapy. Toddlers and preschoolers are often surrounded by electronic sounds in video, on television, on games, on cell phones. So acoustic instruments give them a little bit of a break from that, a hands-on approach where they can touch and feel and make music themselves. So I try in music therapy to give them lots of opportunities rather than my singing and playing for them to make the music. The acoustic instruments engage the young children more completely in the music making process. They physically hold and blow a harmonica, for example, or finger a flute, or play a real piano, strum a guitar, or hold a mallet to play a drum or other percussive instrument. So we'll start with some ideas with the guitar. We're just going to briefly touch on each one of these ideas. One idea, of course, is to have open tuning. So then they can learn to play old-time standards that everyone knows, and then you can adapt those standards. You can adapt the lyrics to fit whatever target objectives or whatever topic that you're working on with those youngsters. So we sing like row, row, row your boat, or are you sleeping, Brother John, or make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver and the other gold. Then you adapt those lyrics for certain topics or for certain therapeutic goals that you're working on. Trains or zoo animals, a real popular thing with little ones, whatever it is. And then I also purposefully take those uh, change the familiar tunes. In other words, I have tunes that the kiddos have never heard before. I'll make up tunes that work with specific topics or specific goals. And this is because many of my youngsters actually are rather obsessive about change, get very agitated when their one favorite song is not played. And so I really try to do what I can every week, very purposefully, to introduce at least one new melody so they get used to that. So our Bugs song is really, really fun. They like that. Say, bugs bug me, yes they do. Or you can use bugs bug me, yes they do. They creep and they crawl on the wall. Bugs bug me, yes they do. Boom, boom. Or whatever. You can do many, many things, but introducing new melodies, new techniques, new chord progressions is really important. But in this case, it's all based on one chord, so they can play along with us. And kids love to adapt songs that they've known before. For example, Bingo, another old favorite. Okay, and it uses three chords, but you can set it up where it just uses one chord. So again, the kids can participate, whether it's sitting like this or whether it's up like this. Some kids actually like to play like this because they can see and feel and hear the music better. So they play, there was a farmer, had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, then this part they tap. B-I-N-G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh, and they really like that, anticipating, waiting for the big oh to come out. It really works. And probably one of the most popular songs that I've adapted for kids to play on one chord guitar, used for many, many years. Many dozens of kids have played this and touched the hearts of their families or their loved ones or their teachers or their fellow students. You play happy birthday, just play on the word birthday, to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Uncle Edward. Happy birthday to you. And they love this part, and many more. They can make lots of racket with that and not have to keep a certain rhythm. So banjo, ukulele, guitars, baritone ukes, they all really work really well to help youngsters be able to make their own music. And on piano, here I say we aren't going to use electronic piano, but I don't want to take time to move over there. Again, the kids can make their own music by playing on the pentatonic scale. And this is one reason batteries run out. So they can play black notes, the pentatonic scale. There are lots of songs they can play, or they can adapt a lot of songs to an ascending and descending scale. So like, hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon, the little dog laughed to see such a sport, and a dish ran away with the spoon. And on a piano, don't underestimate a 3, 4, 5-year-old kid, unless they have some cognitive reason not to be able to do so, can play very sophisticated music with letter cued music, with typical music, right hand and left hand, lots of things that youngsters can do. But we won't talk about those today. Just using a song though to improvise on the pentatonic scale, or to learn certain songs. So one song that a lot of kids have learned over the years, somewhere over the rainbow. So they just need to go from C to C, then back to G, or if they don't know G, down to the blue note, like that. And it touches many, many hearts and makes those kids feel like they're capable, because they are. But we need to give them those opportunities, not just do little children's songs. And speaking of little children's songs, there are lots of percussive songs that are for little ones. But the thing that my kids love the most, even kids who are very, very limited, is to play the snare drums. They get to pick, put them in charge. We don't need to always pick everything for them. Teaching them how to hold the drumsticks correctly, how to play, but most importantly, how to rest. So we really impressed some administrators and a big group of people with some little ones who really have lots and lots of problems. Each of the 5 kids have significant behavioral issues, and they all played This Old Man Sitting on the Stage. They rested when it was time. They watched me. They played, not very rhythmically, but they played. And then at the end of the song, they rested, and the whole auditorium just took a deep breath, because they expected those kids to be hitting each other or something with their sticks. They couldn't believe they followed directions. The kids love playing on snare drums. You can do like ants. You can do word cues. So the ants go marching one by one, hoorah, hoorah, just playing on hoorah, or just playing on boom, 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 boom. But giving them lots of opportunities to rest and anticipate and to wait is sort of one of the keys of successful music. So we like it, but also so the kids can learn to play in a very musical way by themselves without a lot of help for us. So there's a real awe factor in a kid being able to make their own music. It's very hard to measure, but it's very real. It's a very real phenomenon that I see every day in music therapy. Kids who are inattentive and disconnected and disinterested, or resistant to any sort of interaction, or very, very overly active and don't follow directions, tend to come over when we unzip the guitar and be ready to play and be excited about it and reach out and play. Really giving our kids lots of opportunities to make real music on real instruments is really exciting. I just touched on a few things, so you want to send me an email, kathycanal@gmail.com, and I'll send you ideas or answer any questions you have. And I appreciate your joining in and listening today.